But this last story, moving on, is one none of you guys have heard. I went to another wedding, like 2 weeks ago.
Is that your feeding ground? Weddings? Is that where you go?
I mean, I'm pretty hungry because I keep going to these feeding grounds and I'm not eating anything, which I didn't mean anything by that, but whatever. Take that as gross as you want to take it. So I go to
or
this,
as clean as you want to.
or as clean as you want. It's all good, Dig Dog. It's just carpet I rent.
Dig Dog.
It's all good, Dig Dog. I meant to say Big Dog. No, but so I go to this wedding and there's like 2 people that got canceled at the last second. And it's my sister's friend's sister type of thing. So it's like I don't know anybody there. My sister wasn't even invited. She's just like me and her. I'm her date and we're just going to fill in or whatever. So the whole night I'm like, okay, I know my sister's friend, and I know my sister, and that's it. Or I'm just kind of sitting there like. I'm like trying my hardest to be like, all right, how long do you want to stay? You know what I mean? Like I drove all the way hour and a half to Thousand Oaks for this, like hooking you up with my presence. You know what I mean? So it's like towards the end of the night, like the dance floor's on, it's fully in the reception. We've already eaten dinner, and my sister's friend comes up, and I've taken notice to this girl that's one of those things. It's like, wow, what would that be like? Even though it's like way out of my league and like totally, we would never compare. Like super hot Latina, and it's like. The odds of you liking this white guy, you know what I mean? Like it's very like shit, like the really tight dress, like you know what I mean? And I'm kind of sitting there like, I'm not gonna lie though, I was looking as good as I can be. I was looking pretty good, and so, and I meant nothing more than that of like, oh, she's pretty, you know what I mean? And so, and my sister already knew. I already told her I was like, dude, look at that girl, she's pretty hot. My sister's friend comes over, and I'm like, I mean nothing by it. I have nothing planned. I was like, dude, who's that girl over at the table you're just talking to? And she turns around. She goes, oh, I don't remember her name. She goes, oh, well, Kimmy or whatever the hell her name was. She goes, you want her? Like, do you like her? I think she's single. And I was like, she goes, okay, I'll be right back. And I'm like,
This is your sister?
this is my sister's friend.
Okay.
Okay. So me and my sister are sitting there like at a table full of people we don't know. And like 5 minutes goes by. I've already turned around, like kind of forgot about it. And she goes, dude, come. Like, she goes, Steven. She calls me for that other table. And I look over. And that girl that we were talking about is out on the dance floor now. However, every other girl is looking at me. And I go, oh. So I stand up and I like walk over there and like take one knee. And I was like, how are we doing, ladies? And they're like, oh my gosh, like she's out on the dance floor. Go talk to her. And I was like, yeah, it sounds like that's the smooth operator move to do. Like I might have to do it, blah, 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 blah. And then her mom walks over. Okay. The girl that I've taken a shine to, she walks over and I can hear my sister's friend Courtney, I can hear her like, oh, hey, like we had this situation, like talking to her mom. I'm like, Courtney, like what the hell are you doing to me? You know what I mean? Like I'm totally going along with it because I know it's going to be funny. And so I look over to like a couple of the girls who are at that table and I, like, like Jesus is not going to be good. And I look back and the mom like saw me do the whole thing and like is watching me. And so she has this like I'm not stoked with who you are right now. And I was like, hi, I'm like quick pitch. You know what I mean? Like now I'm a piece of shit. Like not even like assuming like I really came off like that. And I'm like, hi, I'm Steve Hoffa. Like, nice to meet you. I just, it's no not awkward way to go about this, but I've really taken a shine to your daughter. I told her that. Okay. And she goes, she's like, thanks for a second. Like, well, she's out on the dance floor. And I was like, and they're like, oh my gosh, you got to go. And I was like, that seems to be the word. Like, here we go. And so it's her and like 3 of her friends, one of them being the bride.
Oh,
Okay. So I go out there with my sister's friend Courtney, and we're dancing, blah, 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 blah. And it's kind of the thing where now we're just dancing next to each other.
Yeah.
And she goes, oh, I'm like, hey, how's it going? She's like, oh, this is my friend's brother, Steven. She goes, oh, hi. And just kind of like shimmies and turns around. And I'm like, cool. And then like I just kind of dance away again.
Yeah.
And I'm like still dancing with Courtney, like not in that group, still dancing. And I look over and the mom's videotaping the whole thing.
Oh.
Dude. And I like am still dancing and she goes, how'd it go? And I like look into the camera and I'm like, terrible. And then like just keep dancing. I've been trying for the last couple of weeks to get that video. I don't know. It's gonna be hard, but I'm trying to get that video, dude.
I'm trying to get the mom's number.
I've already had every joke with that too. When I was at the wedding, I was like, what if I just started dating her mom? She started like you could have had me. Here we are. Now you can call me dad and say
Oh my gosh.
no, but it was I keep finding myself just saying like, you know what? It's podcast material. Like I already like it's not gonna go well. You know what I mean? Like, oh, what am I gonna do? Just dance next to her and she's gonna be like, oh, let's go out sometime. there's no way around that. She left the table because I was coming over. Anyways, it's just these happy moments in my life that I will never forget.
Yeah.